All right, guys. Me and Nico are going to take you through sessions 9 to 12. Hopefully, sessions 1 to 8 are going really well. Any questions, just ask either of us or any of the coaches. So session 9, we're going to do our warm-up. We're going to do a bit of a recap on the warm-up. So we're going to go through 10 clockwise and anti-clockwise ankle rotations. So this is assisted. So big circles, 10 one way, 10 the opposite way. And then we're going to stand up and we're going to do leg swings forward and back. 10 reps, so there's 1, 2, and then laterally, 10, keep your toes to 12 o'clock. So 10, and then you're going to switch legs. 10 on one side, 10 on the other side. And from there, we're going to do high knees, so single legs. So you're going to bring your knee up to your chest and then squeeze, get nice and tall, and then swap sides. 10 total reps. And then we're going to do 21 good mornings. So feet hip width apart. We're going to do 7 in a normal stance. That's it. And again, and then 7 with one of your feet forward, left foot forward or right, doesn't matter. So this one, as you can see, Nico's back leg is bent and his front leg is straight. So Nico should be feeling that down the back of his front leg. That's it, in his hamstring. So 7 on one side, swap legs round, 7 on the other side. So that warm-up is going to be for sessions 9, 10, 11, 12, so same warm-up. Then we're going to move into, for this one now, session 9, we're going to move into part A, which is 2 to 3 sets of 15 calf stretches against the wall. So you want to keep your heel on the ground, and then he's going to just rock back and then drive back in again. So this is an opportunity now for drive your hips forward, get that stretch through your calf. 15 on one side, 15 on the other side. And then we're going to do 15 lateral rotations. So he's going to put on his foot on a chair or sofa or whatever. He's going to have his foot flat on the floor again, both toes facing 12 o'clock, and he's going to rotate away from his body. That's it, 15 on one side, 15 on the other. Nico, do you want to point to where you can feel it?
Yes, of course.
So feel it in your adductor, which is the inside of your leg. You get that rut there. Okay, so that's 15 and 15. And then we are going to do 15 and 15, so both legs, glute bridge stretch. So Nico's not got a box. So he's going to pretend that he's got a box. He plonk his foot up onto the box like that, and then you'll feel that in your, so where Nico is now, you feel it on his bum on the right side. And you're going to lean over the box with your hands on the box. So Nico's not got a box. So the alternative is the figure 4 on the floor. And he's just going to drop his, so that's where Nico would have his foot on the box, and now he's just going to drop his chest forward and then press back up and just do sort of like little pulses and then back out. 15 on one side, 15 on the other. That's part A for session 9. Then we're going to move into part B. So part B is going to be 3 sets of 12 bottom of the pistol squat alternating, so 12 total reps. So he's going to sit at the bottom of the squat, just sit squatted down, and then he's going to shift the weight over side to side. So he's going to lean over, and then he's going to bring that leg out, bring it back, and then shift the weight to the opposite side. 12 total reps. Excellent. So you can see how Nico can get his leg out in front. If you're struggling, let's have a rest there, Nico. So if your heel, you can't get your heel off the floor, then you're going to use your plate to elevate it a little bit more to make it a little bit easier. And for this reason, you're not going to alternate. So you're going to do all one side. So he's going to go out, come back, and then do 6 reps on one side. And then you'll switch and do 6 on the other side. So by having your foot elevated on the floor just gives you a bit more room. Excellent. Good work, mate. Thank you very much. So that is your part B. Part C is going to be pistol negatives. So we're going to work down for 3 seconds down, 2 seconds pause, and then we're going to bring it back in. So he's going to go down for 3. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, stay there, and then bring his foot back in. And he's going to stand up like a normal squat. And he's going to do all on the same leg. So it's 4 to 6 reps. And bring it back in and then stand up. That's it. And then you'll do the opposite side. That's it. If you need a bit of support, then you can hold a plate in front. Again, we've had this conversation, me and Nico, but holding a 20-kilo plate out in front is quite aggressive. If you've got a 10, it's probably a really good weight. But Nico's going to use his 30-kilo dumbbell, and he's going to bring it back in. So that weight that Nico's holding out in front is a little bit of a counterbalance, stops you falling backwards. So if you've got like a 2-kilo plate, then it's not going to do a lot as a counterbalance. Okay, so that's part C. And then we're going to finish off for session 9, part D, which is your reverse lunges. We've done these multiple times in previous sessions. So he's going to reverse lunge with his back knee touching the floor. Taking his, so I can't see on the video, come forward a little bit. So, all right, forward. Yeah, okay, that's forward. Yeah, and then do it again, but make sure your foot doesn't touch the floor on that back foot. So it's just your knee that touches down, 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 and then back up. Yes. Now to scale up, scale down, sorry. So to make it easier, you would have your back knee touching an object, ab mat, put a towel down or whatever you need to do. Yeah. And now Nico's going to lunge backwards. Being careful not to trip over, and then touch the object and then come back up. Again, just use what you've been doing in previous sessions and try to progress from previous sessions, and you'll do both sides. And for this one, you do 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, alternating sides, and that's your session 9. So session 10, we've got the same warm up. Part A is a little bit different, so we're going to do our you're going to do 20 alternating lunges, but you're going to drive your knee over your front foot. So he's going to lunge, and as he lunges, he's going to push his knee forward, keeping his heel on the ground, and then back up. And you're not going to hang around because it's 20 reps, so you're just going to drive through and back. That's it. 20 of those. Then he's going back to the sofa, so back to your chair or box or whatever you're using. He's going to do single leg. He's going to put his foot on. No, wait. Hang on, mate. We're going to not do that one on this one. So put your foot on the sofa, and you're going to, you know, the ones where you did the rotation? Yeah. That's it. And now you're going to place your hands overhead, and you're just going to drive, and then drive your hips forward and back. So a bit of a hip flexor stretch as well. And then from there, you're going to do standing thread the needle. So where Nico's standing now with his invisible chair, he would have his foot on the chair or a box, ideally about 20 inches, a good height on that one. And then both toes want to be 12 o'clock and your back heel on the ground with your back leg straight. So make sure your back leg straight, and you're going to drive your arm through and under. And that one's going to be 15 reps on one side, 15 on the other. And this part A is going to be the same as same for session 12. This is session 10. It'll be the same for session 12 as well. All right, moving on to part B. Super simple. Done this again in previous sessions. It's single leg glute bridge. 15 to 20 each side. So driving up, getting your heels close to your bum, and then you're going to thrust your hips up to the ceiling and then back down. So squeeze your bum, buttocks at the top of the rep, and then bring it back down. So 15, 20 on one side, 15, 20 on the other side. And then from there, let me just double check. You're going to go into narrow squats. So you're going to alternate between them. So this is part B. So feet together, knees together, ankles together, everything together. Try and keep your chest upright and squat as low as you can. If your knees start coming apart, that's the depth of squat you're going to. So you've got to keep your knees together. Cool. So that is 3 sets alternating between the 2 movements. Then we're going to move on to part C, which is 2 sets of deck squats. So this is like a candlestick into a rolling squat. This is both feet. It's only 2 sets. So Nico's going to squat it down. He's going to roll back to the floor. He's going to drive his legs up and violently drive up and through. Nico, we're going to do a take 2 on that one. Yeah. Let's pretend you slipped on the carpet. So Nico's going to do it again. Now, the more extension he gets as he goes back, so the more he drives his legs up, the more momentum he gains. Excellent, mate. Into the rep. Do you want more? Just to show everyone that weren't a fluke. So it's drive back, drive your legs up to the ceiling, and then drive back and through. Excellent. Well, 6 out of 10. That's that one. That's going to be 2 sets, and then from there you're going to have a sit on the floor, Nico. You're going to do pike leg raises, which is 12 to 15 reps, single leg. Make it harder by bringing your hands forward. And then you'll do each side as well. And then go back to your deck squats. And then Nico's favourite, we're going back to the deck squats, but this is called a rolling pistol squat. Basically, you're going to squat down with 2 legs. You're going to rock back up. You're going to drive your feet up to the ceiling. And then as you drive and land, you're now going to land on one leg and then stand it out. So you've got to use momentum on this. Nico's going to rock back, same as the deck squats. Drive all the way up and through and catch into that single leg. The more momentum you can get, the easier this is going to be. And then you're going to alternate through, alternate sides. So rest there, pal. That's going to be 6 to 10. That's going to be 6 to 10 total reps. So 3 each side, 5 each side. Like I said, practice in the deck squats. The first bit, practice really getting that momentum from the top down through into your rep. Okay, and that is session 10. Ooh, session 11, warm-up's the same. Part A is the same as session 9. Then you're going to move into part B, which is going to be 10 to 12 Bulgarian split squats. It's going to be 4 sets, this one. So foot on your box, chair, sofa, whatever, 3 seconds down, 2 seconds at the bottom, and then drive back up. Focus on that front knee tracking over your little toe, keeping your chest upright, and go for full range on this as well. If you can add a bit of weight, maybe able to play it. 10 on one side, 10, 12 on one side, 10 and 12 on the other side, and then you're going to go into single leg Romanian deadlifts. Again, you've done this multiple times in other sessions, so we're just focusing on, can we do it better? Hitting the quality down and then back up, keep your hips square on, try not to touch the floor with your opposite leg. So you're hinging. See how Nico's got that soft knee at the front? So he's not putting tension through his joints. 8 reps on one side, 8 on the other side, and that is your session 11. It tapers down a little bit. Session 11, session 12 were a little bit easier than previous sessions because we're going to get you ready for pistols at the end of session 12. So session 12, warm-up is the same. Part A is the same as number 10. And then we're going to move into part A, which is 2 to 3 sets of alternating lunges. Sorry, it isn't. It's glute bridges. So it's going to be 12 to 15 glute bridges, but this time it's just both feet. Just getting a bit of activation working, getting you ready for your pistols. So both feet on the floor at the same time. And then from there, you're going to do your goblet squats, where you're going to stay at the bottom for 40 seconds. So you're going to squat down and you're going to just camp out at the bottom and just push your knees in and around, knees forward, tracking over your toes. Try and get that push for that mobility through your ankles, because this will make your pistols a hell of a lot easier. And then we're going to move into part C. Part C is Nico's virginity broken. So Nico's never done a pistol. Is that right, Nico?
Yes, that is correct.
Right then. So we're going to try it. We're going to do a pistol squat.
I'm quite nervous.
Mate, come on. You've done, this is session 12 now, this. Okay, let's try it. Right, let's not. There we go. And then back up. Excellent. Swap legs. So good work, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then just alternate through. Excellent work. You might find that you'll have one side stronger than the other. And guys, if the pistols are not quite there yet, then scale it back to the rolling pistols, because that's the one where you actually practice, you really practice getting out of the bottom. So practice the rolling alternating ones. And that's it. Thank you, Nico.
Pleasure.
And guys, I hope it goes really well. Any feedback, give me a shout. Thank you very much. See you later.